Dear learners, how are you? I hope all of you are safe and sound. COVID-19 has grasped the whole world. Millions of people have been attacked with coronavirus. About more than 1 million people have already died of this virus. Due to this pandemic situation, you are detached from your classroom study for a long time. It is hampering your academic progress severely. So, Sirajganj Online School has taken initiative to keep you attached with your lessons through online classes. I am Abul Kalam Azad, Assistant Professor in English of Belkuchi Government College, welcoming you to the online class arranged by Sirajganj Online School. I hope if you join the classes attentively, you will be highly benefited. Dear viewers, my today's topic is right form of verb from English second paper. We know that verb is the nucleus of a sentence. Without the proper use of verb, we cannot write a formal sentence. So, you must know the right form of verbs. In the previous classes, I discussed the rules of right form of verbs. I hope all of you followed the class and learned about the rules of the right form of verbs. Today, I would like to discuss a passage where you will have 10 blanks, and these blanks will have to be fulfilled with the right form of verbs. The verbs are given in the bracket, and you will have to use the correct form of verb or correct form of those verbs. Now, go through the passage. I have already written on the board. Before solving the problem, you must go through the passage again and again. In the first sentence, road mishap, I am going through the passage. Road mishap happen in our country almost every day. When you will try to fill up the blank with the right form of verb, at first you will have to detect whether this verb is finite or non-finite. In the first sentence, if you go through the sentence, road mishap happen in our country almost every day, and you will have to go through the passage and detect in which tense the passage is written. The passage is about the road accidents in our country, so the passage is in present indefinite tense, present tense. Road mishap happen in our country almost every day. At first, you will have to detect whether this verb is finite or non-finite. If the verb is finite, then you must maintain the rules of tense, person and number. If you notice the sentence, you will find that in this sentence we find only one verb, and it is happen. Without happen, there is no other verb. We know that in a formal sentence there must have a finite verb. So, this verb is obviously a finite verb. At first question, whether the verb is finite, you will ask three questions. You will ask yourself three questions. At first, the verb is whether the verb is finite or non-finite. As there is no other verb in the sentence, then we are sure that this verb is a finite verb. Now, In which tense? In the sentence we find every day. If you find every day, daily, regularly, usually, normally, always, often, very often in a sentence, then we can consider the sentence as present indefinite tense. Here we find every day in the sentence, so we can consider the verb as present indefinite tense. And the third question, whether the verb is in active form or in passive form. If the verb is is a finite verb, then whether it is in active form or in passive form. Here, happen is an intransitive verb. We know that intransitive verb is always in active form. So we have to set up the verb in active form. As the sentence is in present indefinite tense, then after subject we can use the present form of verb, happen. The subject is third person singular number, so you have to add s or yes after the verb. Road mishap happens in our country almost every day. Now, second sentence, recently it rise to an alarming rate, take a habitual of human lives. In this sentence we find two verbs, rise and take. There are two verbs in a sentence. Now we have to detect which verb is finite. If both the verb is finite, then there must have and, but, or, as when the sentence will be compound sentence. But we get no conjunction and, but, or between the two verbs. If the sentence is complex, then we will find though, although, as, since, if, so that, because, relative pronoun who is that in the sentence. There is no word in the sentence. So the sentence is a simple sentence where we find only one finite verb, and then one verb will be finite and another will be non-finite verb. The finite verb is usually set up after the subject. Recently it rise to an alarming rate, take a habitual of human life. So it's a finite verb. And if we find recently, presently, lately, just now in a sentence, then we can consider the sentence is in present perfect tense. We can consider the sentence as present perfect tense. Recently it rise to an alarming rate, take a habitual of human lives. So this verb is in present perfect tense. As the sentence starts with the subject, so the verb is in active form. As the verb is in present perfect tense, then after subject we have to use auxiliary verb have or has, then the past participle form of verb, rise, rose, risen. Recently it has risen to an alarming rate, take will be a non-finite verb which expresses how the main verb has taken place. So it expresses adverb of manner. When a non-finite verb expresses adverb of manner, then we use the present participle form of verb. So recently it has risen to an alarming rate. It's a finite verb and take is a non-finite verb, and it expresses how this verb has been taken place. So it's the adverb of manner, and when a non-finite verb expresses adverb of manner, then we use the present participle form of verb. So recently it has risen to an alarming rate, taking a habitual of human lives. Taking a habitual of human lives. For recently, the sentence is in present perfect tense. After subject we use have or has and the past participle form of verb. As the subject is third person singular number, so we have to use has. Recently it has risen to an alarming rate. As take is a non-finite verb and it expresses adverb of manner, so we have used present participle form of verb. Recently it has risen to an alarming rate, taking a habitual of human lives. The members of a family remain anxious if someone. Here we find two verbs. In the members of a family remain anxious. The first clause. Here we find remain, a finite verb, and if someone travel in a bus, it's also a finite verb, as we find if in the sentence. So it's a complex sentence, and there are two finite verbs. The first finite verb is remain, and the second finite verb is travel. And the sentence is in present indefinite tense. So the members of a family remain anxious if someone travels in a bus. In most cases, reckless driving cause road accidents. In this sentence, we have only one finite verb. In most cases, reckless driving cause road accidents. Here we find only one verb. So it must be a finite verb, as a finite verb is compulsory in a sentence. And the passage is in present indefinite tense, so this verb will be in present indefinite tense. After subject, reckless driving, we have to use the present form of verb, cause. The subject, as the subject is third person single number, so we have to use is or is after the verb. In most cases, reckless driving causes road accidents. The drivers are in the habit of is a preposition. We know that after preposition we have to use a noun, but in verb correction we have to use a verb. So the verb will act as a noun. We know that after preposition we use a noun, but in this chapter, that means in verb correction, we have to use a verb which acts like a noun. So we have to use a gerund. So after any preposition, on, in, of, for, with, without, we have to use the gerund of a verb. Here the drivers are in the habit of violate gerund, violating traffic rules. The drivers are in the habit of violating traffic rules. Road accidents can be, we know that after can, could, should, would, if the sentence is in active voice, after subject, if we find can, could, should, would, we have to use the present form of verb. But in passive voice, we have to use can be, could be, should be, and the past participle form of verb. So after can be, we have to use the past participle form of verb. The drivers are in the habit of violating traffic rules. Road accidents can be, after can be, could be, should be, we have to use the past participle form of verb, as the sentence is in passive form. So lessened, L-E-S-S-E-N-E-D, lessened. Road accidents can be lessened if the drivers drive carefully. If the drivers drive carefully. People should be conscious in this respect. Here we find no right form of verb. While, after while, we have to use verb plus ing. If we find a verb after while, we have to use verb plus ing. So while crossing the road, they should be careful. While crossing the road, they should be careful. Some people travel. Here we find two verbs. Some people travel, climb on the climb on the roofs of the buses and trains. If we find two verbs one after another, if the first verb is finite, then the next will be non-finite. We do not find two non-finite verbs one after another. If the first is finite, then the next must be a non-finite verb. So some people travel, it's a finite verb, and climb expresses how the finite verb has been taken place. So it's adverb of manner, and when a non-finite verb expresses adverb of manner, then we use the present participle form of the verb. So some people travel, how? কিভাবে? Climbing. Some people travel climbing on the roofs of the buses and trains. Some people travel how? Adverb of manner, climbing on the roofs of buses and trains. Traffic rules must be maintained with a view to. We know that after to, we usually use the present form of verb, but if you find any phrase which ends with to, then we can use the present participle form of verb. We can use verb plus ing if we find the verb before after a phrase which ends with to, with a view to, look forward to, addicted to, devoted to. For this, after this phrase, we have to use verb plus ing. Control, controlling. Traffic rules must be maintained with a view to controlling road accidents. With a view to controlling road accidents. If the sentence is in the following structure, traffic rules must be maintained to control road accidents. After to, we have to use the present form of verb to make an infinitive. If the sentence is traffic rules must be maintained to control road accidents, here to is alone, then we have to use the present form of verb, control. If you find a verb after to, then it will be the present form of verb to make an infinitive. To control is an infinitive. But if you find the verb after a phrase with a view to, look forward to, addicted to, devoted to, then we have to use verb plus ing. This is how we can solve the passage. I am discussing the passage again. When you will solve you will find such kind of passage in your exam. You will have 10 gaps and you will have to fill up the gaps with the correct form of verbs. The verbs are given with the gap in the bracket, and at first you will have to detect when you will solve the problem, when you will fill up the gaps. At first you will have to detect whether this verb is finite or non-finite. The first question will be whether the verb is finite or non-finite. If we find only one verb in a sentence, then we are sure that this verb is finite. Then what is the tense of the verb? We find every day. If we find every day, daily, regularly in a sentence, then it will be present indefinite tense. Then we will ask the question whether the verb is in active form or in passive form. As happen is an intransitive verb, so we will have to use the active form of verb. Then the correct answer will be road mishap happens in our country almost every day. In the second sentence, we find recently. If we find recently, just now, already, presently, lately in a sentence, it will be in present perfect tense. So we have written it has risen. After subject, we have to use auxiliary verb have or has and the past participle form of verb. Recently, it has risen to an alarming rate. In this sentence, take is a non-finite verb. It expresses how the finite verb has taken place. So it's the adverb of manner. Then we have to use the present participle verb. Recently, it has risen to an alarming rate, taking a heavy toll of human lives. Then in the next sentence, the member of a family remain anxious if someone travel in a bus. Here we find two clauses. The first clause is the members of a family remain anxious, and the second clause is someone travel in a bus. So both the verbs are finite verb. As the passage is in present indefinite tense, so after subject we have to use the present form of verb. As the subject is third person singular number, we have to add s or es after the verb. In most cases, reckless driving cause road accidents. In this sentence, we find only one verb and it is cause. So, it is a finite verb. As the passage is in present indefinite tense, we have to use the present form of verb. As the subject is third person singular number, we have to add s or es after the verb. The drivers are in the habit of, after preposition, we have to use gerund of a verb which acts like a noun. So, the drivers are in the habit of violating traffic rules. Road accidents can be, after can be, could be, should be, would be, we have to use the past participle form. It's the passive form of verb. Road accidents can be lessened if the drivers drive carefully. People should be constant in this respect. After while we have to use verb plus ing. While crossing the road, it's a non-finite verb. Crossing the road, they should be careful. Some people travel. When we find two verbs one after another, then if the first verb is finite, the next will be non-finite, and this verb expresses how traveling has been taken place. So, it's adverb of manner. So, we have to use the present participle form of verb. Some people travel climbing on the roofs of the buses and trains. Traffic rules must be maintained with a view to. We know that after to, we have to use the present form of verb to form infinitive. But if we find with a view to, look forward to, addicted to, devoted to in a sentence, then we will use verb plus ing. This is how we have to fill up the blanks in a passage. There are many rules of right form of verbs. I hope all of you try your best to practice the rules again and again to fill up the blanks in right form of verb. Thank you very much. No more today. See you again.